All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honor unto my apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Israelites scattered all around the world, which we refer to as the Israelite foreigners. All right, there's going to be a news update. All right, as you can see, I'm reading an article from CNN.com, and it is entitled FBI Investigating Apparent Assassination Attempt on Trump in Florida. Okay. And this is the second time this year. Okay. The first situation was in, I believe, Pennsylvania at a rally. Okay. He allegedly got hit in the ear or grazed in the ear. Okay. Now, this is breaking news. All right. The police is still investigating, or the FBI is still investigating this situation. All right. So I'm going to read what details they gave us. It says the FBI said it's investigating what appears to be an attempted assassination of Donald Trump at his Florida golf club. It says Trump was not harmed in the incident. The Secret Service had spotted a rifle barrel sticking out of a fence, and agents fired at a man who was in the bushes along the perimeter. According to Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw, the suspect fled in a car that was detained after being stopped on the highway. The person detained is Ryan Wesley Roth. According to 3 law enforcement, Roth, who owns a small construction company in Hawaii, had criticized Trump on social media and is a staunch supporter of Ukraine. The suspect was 300 to 500 yards away from Trump. Law enforcement found an AK-47 style rifle, GoPro camera, and backpacks where the suspect was positioned. So, no need to read further. All right. So, people were trying to allegedly assassinate, a presidential candidate because, we're in an election year. Okay. You got some people that don't want Trump in office. Okay. But from looking on it from the outside, all right, and truth be told, this can be a psychological operation. This can all be an inside job. This can all be orchestrated. It could all be smoke and mirrors. We know that, the powers that be, they use these situations to forward their agenda. All right, they create false flags. All right, they hire crisis actors. Okay, this is all alleged to me. All right, because we know we can't trust the enemy, which is, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, the same people that enslaved us. When I say us, talking about so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Same people that enslaved us and that lied to us, deceived us. And how did they lie and deceived us? They told us that we were blacks, we were African Americans, we were colored. They gave us all these bywords, as well as our brethren, the other tribes, right? The Latinos, All right, all of these are bywords because they're not Latinos. They're Hebrews, man. All right, they're sons of Israel, man. We're the true biblical Israelites. All right, you West Indians, you're not West Indians. You're Israelites. All right, you're Hebrews. You're Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Benjamin, tribe of Levi, tribe of Issachar, so-called Mexicans. All right, these people, we can't trust the enemy, man, because they're the same people that has oppressed us, deceived us, and destroyed us, raped, robbed, and murdered us. They're trying to feed us, the mainstream media, the news, the information. All right, they gave you plantation Christianity, so-called white Messiah. Okay, so-called white Lord. All right, we know the Lord is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. Okay, we know that. All right, we know that we know that the Lord, who the world we call Jesus Christ, his true name is Yahweh Shai. He's a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, which are you so-called Negroes or you so-called African Americans. All right. So to stay on topic, we don't know if this is an inside job or it's not, but nonetheless, we bringing it out. All right, because this all goes back to biblical prophecy. All right. Now this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." All right. And we're in those perilous times, man. The word peril means dangerous. Okay. We're in a time where there could be a civil war. All right. They're trying to push a civil war. Okay. They're trying to, cause chaos. All right. Allegedly, there was a Venezuelan gang that took over a Denver apartment complex. Okay. Which could be another psychological operation. All right. False news. Okay. But you got information like that coming out. There was another school shooting. I forgot where. But there was another school shooting recently. All right. So all these things are happening because, we're in perilous times. All right. We know that crime is on the rise. We know that, like I said, crime is on the rise. All right. Arson, theft, robbery. All right. Kidnapping. Sexual assault. All right. All these things on the rise. Yeah, so that was the point on that. And I'll close with the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." Yeah, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Word woe means destruction or lamentation. All right, that's where this world is headed, towards destruction and lamentation. All right, the economy is bad. The economy is on the verge of collapsing. That's why you have, the BRICS Alliance, which is the opposing party to this economic party here in America. All right, or the EU. All right, they're opposing the EU. They're opposing America. All right, they're opposing the petrodollar. All right, and they got countries following suit, countries getting on board. And their system is on the rise, while this system is on the decline because countries are getting rid of their shares of the dollar. They don't need the dollar to prosper. They don't need the dollar to function, and they don't fear the U.S. military. So that's why the world is headed to lamentation and destruction. All right, it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right. And that's your class wars, you know, the rich against the poor, all right? The poor against the middle class against the rich, and so forth and so on. Okay. And also race wars. Okay. The scriptures say in Micah the 5th chapter how the men of Israel shall be in the midst of many people, as a lion amongst the sheep. All right. As a lion amongst the sheep. So there's going to be race wars. It says, "For there shall be a sedition among men." Matter of fact, I think let me read again verse 15. It says, 2 Ezra 15 and 15, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." Right? So one people shall fight and stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay? And that's them guns. All right? Why you think these different states here in America, they're strict on gun policies? All right? They've been trying to do away with is it the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms? All right, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. All right, so they're trying to do away with that. All right, your so-called the rights they give you here in America, the Constitution, your amendment rights. You're trying to do away with all of that. All right. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." Here's the point. "They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right. As you can see in that alleged assassination of Trump, alleged assassination attempt on Donald Trump. All right. The course of their actions, all right, they're not regarding their kings, man. Okay. All right. Right now, the course of their actions is not in their power because people are still getting detained. This is really talking about when all hell break loose. All right. This is a future prophecy, because when all hell break loose, we're gonna see these prophecies. All right. We're seeing them on, lower scales right now, but when as time goes on, we're gonna see these prophecies come into full fruition. All right, at the scripture, like scripture, "At the end it shall speak and not lie, and it shall surely come; it will not tarry." It says, "A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able." All right, so the point was made. Continue to watch and pray. All right, and follow these stories coming out, these articles coming out. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.